I mean, honestly, these are the 10 things that I couldn't get through a homeschooling day without. There would just be no way. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Val, the homeschooling mom of 3 young kiddos, aged 3.5 to 1.5, and we do pre-K with my oldest and a kind of form of tot school, preschool with the 2.5-year-old. So today I'm going to tell you all about the 10 must-have items for homeschooling your kids. And they're really simple, they're easy to find, they aren't that expensive, aside from maybe one of them. But they will make your life and your homeschool life so much better, so much more successful, and so much more fun. So let's get into it. Okay, so item number 1 is a laminator and laminating pouches. They help keep any of your printables in better shape and reusable. So I print a lot of free stuff off of some different websites. I did a whole video on free homeschool resources that I will link down below in the description. And they have so many awesome things for preschoolers that you can just print, and then I laminate them and we can use them again and again, and I can use them for each of my younger children as well. So a laminator and laminating pouches is a must. You can get a really great Amazon Basics laminator, and I get all of our laminating pouches right from Amazon too, and they last us a really long time. So that is number 1. So number 2 is a printer. That would be the most expensive thing of all of the things that we're going to mention. I think that you can get them that aren't that expensive, and then of course there are the ones that have all the bells and whistles that are going to be much more expensive. I honestly don't remember how much ours was. It's an HP, which for us is key, and I'll get to that with our next thing, but it also is like Wi-Fi and it scans, and I know that you can get them much more basic than. So a printer is a definite must-have. Whether you print your own curriculum or you just print out worksheets or activities and free printables like I do, it's definitely super helpful and super important. Number 3 kind of goes along with the printer, and that's HP Instant Ink. I didn't even know this was a thing until a little over a year ago when we started homeschooling our daughter. It saves so much money on ink, and it's so much more convenient. So we pay, I think it's like $10 a month for HP Instant Ink, and it syncs with your printer onto their website. And so they always know how much ink you have of each color, and they will just automatically send you ink when you're starting to get low, but before you run out. And you get so many pages per month that you're able to print. And there are a few different tiers. We started with the lowest tier, which was like $5 a month or $4 a month. I can't remember. But that was like 100 pages a month. And for a lot of people, I'm sure that's totally fine. I print more than that between homeschool and sewing patterns. So I had to up it to the $10 a month one, but even still, it's $10 a month. You never run out of ink, and you don't have to worry about if you run out of ink in the middle of a project or how close you are to running out of ink, because it keeps track of all of that for you. So we love HP Instant Ink. So the next thing that I love, and seriously, we could not get through a homeschool week without it, is a small, ours is wire, hanging file folder basket. I have talked about it before in one of my other videos. I will link that down below. It is the how to prepare for a homeschool week. And that is how I keep us organized and on track. And on Sunday, I prepare everything we are going to do for the week, all the lessons, and I hang them in the hanging file folders in our basket, and it's always there and always ready for me to grab from. So I've actually just started using this in like the last month, but it has been a game changer. I cannot recommend it enough. Next would be some sort of calendar. I got ours on Amazon, and it has the changeable months, it has the little days, and then it also has like a whole weather pack, and it has the yesterday was, today is, and tomorrow will be, and all of those things. It came with like the different holidays to put on the calendar, and we do the calendar every morning. It has helped my kids learn numbers and counting. It has helped them learn the days of the week, the months of the year. It's also super helpful if we're doing something and that they're looking forward to. I can put it on the calendar so they have a visual of like, this is where today is and this is where we're going to the pumpkin farm. And so they can kind of see that, because time is such a strange concept for adults, let alone for little kids. So they can kind of see that like all these days have to pass. It's not just going to happen this afternoon after nap time, which is typically what my kids think. So a calendar is golden, especially with younger kids. Up next are dot stickers. These came from Amazon and we use them for so many different things. And my kids love them. Any activity that has dot stickers involved, they are all in. So it came with all these different colors and multiple sheets of each color. And I also really like that, let me pull out there's no backing on it. It's just the stickers on the sheet of paper. So that's perfect for little hands and little fingers that are still working on all those fine motor skills. So great for fine motor skills, because then they don't have the backing to deal with and they can just pull the stickers off. So dot stickers we use for, I will write letters on the dot stickers, and then we have some worksheets that have letters all over the page, and they have to match up the letters from the dot stickers to the letters on the page. You can do the same thing with numbers. Letter forming, I'll just take a marker and write, like, for instance, a capital B, and they have to dot sticker the line. So letter recognition, fine motor skills, all of those kinds of things. There are tons and tons and tons of activities that you can do with dot stickers. You could Pinterest it. They're all over those free resources that I was talking about before. They're just so versatile and so good for so many things. Okay, this one seems very obvious, but markers and crayons. We have all varieties of markers and crayons. We have the fine tip markers, we have the big chunky markers, we have Crayola markers, we have Target brand markers, we have the small box of crayons, we have the huge box of crayons, we have sparkly crayons, we have colored pencils, we have everything. And I think that the more you have and the more variety you have, the more your kids will be into writing or drawing or coloring, which we all know is very beneficial, because then it's new every time. They can pick what they want to use, and then it's more in their control. They get to choose what they're going to use, so then they're more apt to want to do whatever the project or activity is that you have planned for them. So in my opinion, you can never have too many different writing utensils. Also, an alphabet chart. We got an alphabet poster off of Amazon that I hung up next to our school board in our dining room where we do our school, or one of those like alphabet lines where it's just the big long line of all of the letters of the alphabet, uppercase and lowercase. Very important to have both on the letter chart. Also a number chart so that they can see it every day. You can refer to it. We say the alphabet and point to the letters every morning. We point to the specific letter that we're working on for that week or that day. So an alphabet chart that is easily accessible and in a place where they're going to see it all the time, a must. Okay, and number 10, last thing, is mini dry erase boards and dry erase markers. We use these all the time and my kids love them. I think that it makes them feel like they're a grown-up because I write on these and it's novel and fun, and it's easy to erase them and start over, and they like to play with the markers. So I got this 5-pack from, they're the Up and Up markers from Target, and this came from the Target dollar spot, like, I don't know, probably last school year. And it has, on the other side, it has the lines so you can practice writing also. But we practice writing letters with my oldest on this one. So I'll write whatever letter it is and then she will write it, or I can do dots for her to trace for writing something. We practice writing her name on this. So these, I also give this to my 2.5-year-old if I just need to keep him busy for a few minutes while I work with the older girl. He loves to color on this and draw with this. He also just really loves to take the tops off the markers and put them back on, which is great because that's also a great skill, working on fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, all that kind of stuff. So that would be my last must-have, is a mini dry erase board, or multiple if you have multiple kids, and dry erase markers. So there you have it. Super simple stuff, easy to find, not too expensive, aside from possibly a printer. I will have everything I can have linked down in the description below. What are some must-haves that you cannot live without in your homeschool weeks and days? I'd love to hear about them. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to put that bell notification on so you know every time I post a new video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.